If you're like me and you've been skinny most, if not all your life, then you can relate to me when I say that it is a huge confidence killer. Well, in this video, I'm going to lay out why I've been skinny most of my life, what caused me to take action, and finally, and most importantly, what I actually did to gain 30 pounds in 4 months. I've been skinny my entire life. I've been skinny at 5 years old, at 10 years old, at 15 years old, at 20 years old. But last year is when it finally changed. I'm 21 now, so at age 20 is when I finally took that next step. I've played soccer my entire life from age like 4 all the way until now. I still play to this day, and it's all been competitive. But I've been skinny and tall, which, yes, the tall part helps out, especially with soccer, considering I play defense. But the skinny part, you do not want someone skinny as your last line of defense. I was skinny. I was really skinny. I am 6'2". I've been 6'2" since I was probably about 18, 17. And I've been 6'2" and 170 pounds for years. It's like as soon as I hit 170, I just plateaued and I could never get above that. I might get to like a 172 and I would be so hyped on that. But finally it got to the point where I was like, what am I doing? Like I, complain and I always wear these hoodies because I'm too insecure about my own body to actually wear a short sleeve shirt, even if it's a little bit hot out, because I'm like, well, my arms look skinny. I'll look at myself in the mirror. I'm like, you want to wear a short sleeve shirt? Not with those arms. And my legs are skinny. My ankles are skinny. My thighs were skinny. Arms, chest. Nothing about me had any meat on it. The only, somewhat desirable feature that I had at the time was abs, and that was because I was so skinny to the point where it's like I had to have abs. With my body fat percentage, you'd be, stupid to think that how could someone that skinny not have abs at that point. But something finally clicked, because when I was 19 years old, that's when I first started really getting into self-improvement. Now, when I say self-improvement, I don't mean, just going to the gym 7 days a week, cutting off all video games, and only eating raw chicken breast my entire life. Like, no, that's not what I mean at all. When I say self-improvement, I mean bettering myself as a person, as a son, as a boyfriend, because I'm not married yet, but in all those things. And most importantly, I do it for myself. I do it to become a better man. Now, the things that I did were, I got into reading self-improvement books, and I've just learned so much through books alone. I've learned so much about my diet and just how nutrition works. I even work at a GNC part-time. So, GNC, that supplement and, protein workout store. Yeah, I work there behind the counter, 3 days a week. But I'm just trying to get across the point that I have learned a lot about nutrition and how important it is to get certain vitamins and ingredients into my daily diet. I started learning about how important sleep is. I started being more consistent in the gym and with my own business and entrepreneurial goals. And especially as of this video, one of the biggest things that I've changed was my physical appearance, because I weighed 170 pounds for 6'2". That's underweight. Now I weigh about 200. So I've gained 30 pounds in the span of 4 months at the beginning of 2023. It is now the beginning of 2024 currently. And it was really just at the point where I told myself I need to discipline myself. I need to better myself. And the first step that I saw was to, better myself physically. So that includes me getting stronger at the gym, me improving my diet, and me, at least in this video, if you're watching this video, bulking up. But the main question that you've probably been asking yourself is, what did I actually do to gain 30 pounds in 4 months? I know you feel like I've been dragging it along, but let me just go ahead and tell you straight up. I tracked every single ingredient in food, in calorie, in macros, and protein, all that. I tracked everything that went into my body. I used a calorie tracker. I used an app on my phone called MyFitnessPal. Now, the reason, at least in my scenario, why this worked so well for helping me gain pounds was because, let's say, for example, when I was bulking up, my calorie goal every day was 4,000 calories, give or take 3,800, but I would always shoot for 4,000. Now, 4,000 calories per day is a lot. The general nutritional, I think it was like recommendation for most people in like United States is like 2,000 or maybe mid 2,000s. But going 4,000 a day is a lot of food to consume. So I would always have, a big breakfast, big lunch, big dinner. One thing I never did though while bulking was snacking. I try not to stay in the habit of snacking. Do I know the exact science as to why? No. But even now that I'm not bulking and I'm actually cutting right now, I do not snack. I think it's best to get 2 to 3 big meals in per day, and it's great. Like right now, because I'm cutting, I'm actually fasting, so I don't even eat breakfast anymore. Now, back to the reason as to why tracking your calories actually works. It's because when you track your calories, you get that mental note during every single meal of, this, after putting in exactly the ingredients and or meal that you're, eating, you'll look at it and you'll be like, this is actually not that many calories as I thought. Let me have a slightly bigger breakfast, or let me have a slightly bigger lunch, slightly bigger dinner. And that mental note that you can make to yourself when you track your calories, you kind of your brain tells itself and be like, hey, you may feel full right now, but this is only 700 calories. You should eat a little bit more. Just a little bit. Make sure it's healthy, or at least preferably healthy. I'm not going to lie, I didn't healthy bulk. Respectfully, I ate a lot of junk food, and I do regret it because it did build me up a little bit of a gut. So if you can, eat as healthy as possible when bulking. But I understand, if you end up going to Wendy's and getting the double Baconator, which has like 1,500 calories. Chick-fil-A, 30 count, the Chick-fil-A nuggets, those have like 2,000 calories and like 100 grams of protein or something like that. Don't quote me. But I know it's insane. I know one of my big bulking meals was always, it would either be, at like Chipotle, I would get these double wrapped burritos with just chicken, extra white rice, and cheese. Super plain, super simple. Or I'd go at Chick-fil-A and I would get, a 12 piece of nuggets, a large fry. I would get a medium mac and cheese, get myself a drink, Dr. Pepper, no ice. That's the only way to do it. And that alone was like 1,800 calories and about 70 grams of protein. And protein-wise, even when bulking, you always want to make sure you're hitting not only your calorie goal, but also your macro and protein goal. Now, protein-wise, you want to shoot for at least a gram of protein per pound of body weight. So if I weigh 200 pounds right now, I want to be trying to shoot for 200 grams of protein every single day. If you weigh 150 and you're trying to get to 170, you should be eating at least 150 grams of protein every single day. And the biggest thing, if you want good protein, just stock up on chicken breasts, dude. Stock up on chicken breasts, take them home, take them all out of their own, out of that packaging that they come in. Put one in a little freezer bag, put it in the freezer, and then you are all set. That's what I do, and I stock up. I have my whole freezer's filled with chicken breasts. I've been rambling on a little bit much, but track your calories. Take note of everything that goes into your body, and you will see just how much more you can eat when you're really trying to fully bulk. But that's the video. Bulking was a lot easier for me when I tracked my calories. When I didn't track my calories, I would never, or at least very rarely, get close to my calorie goal to gain like 2 pounds a week or something like that. I started at the beginning of the year. It was like a New Year's resolution for me, even though I don't believe in New Year's resolutions. But basically, think about it like this. From January 1st to it was probably like mid-April, I gained 30 pounds. I went from underweight to whatever this is. And I'm not by no means saying that I am the most ripped person in the whole wide world, but I am saying that I gained the pounds that I wanted to do, and I'm proud of myself for doing that. So, make a change in your life and make the right choice. Most importantly, let's bring this up here. It is a good day to have a good day. Thank you.